Place they are solid is up front with Daniels, Boone, Robinson, and Alex Brown. But in that linebacking core, they've got 2 rookies going, including Joe Odom, who's there replacing the injured Warwick Holman. So Brian Urlacher has quite a task to try and get those guys settled down. And Charles Tillman making just his 2nd
points. Get on the board early.
Deuce McAllister spread out wide to the right. Brooks brings it down, tries to run, doesn't quite get it as he stretched out. He needed the 19-yard line, fell right at the 20. Nice tackle by Alex Brown to prevent him from getting that first down. But do you go for it this early in the game?
Well, 28-yard miss there.
So the Bears will take over at the 28-yard line. They pitch it to Anthony Thomas. The A-train falls forward, picks up 3 yards. Bears on 2nd down. Gives it to Thomas. Anthony Thomas with a couple of moves, and he gets out to the 36-yard line, a pickup of 4. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, Gandy, Edwards, Krutz, Valerio, and Aaron Gibson, all 6'6", 375 pounds of them up front. Marty Booker is a big-time wide receiver, made his first Pro Bowl last season, and looking to get back in the swing a lot like Joe Horn on next to that guy.
I wonder what that hero feels like on the inside.
Here on 2nd down. Anthony Thomas goes in motion, so an empty backfield for the Bears. Underneath, Marty Booker makes the catch, picks up a first down to the 47-yard line.
Well, we talked to Cordell. You know, 8 years he's been in Pittsburgh, and he's struggling, and he's got to throw the ball better, and he knows he does.
He and Booker picked up 11 yards on that last play. Here's Anthony Thomas following blocks into Saints territory, a gain of 8 yards on the run.
Well, that could be Cordell Stewart's best friend, the A-Train, because here's a guy that missed the last 4 games this season last year with an injury. And he's come back, and everybody's down on Anthony Thomas, how to run the ball better, all these coaches, all these teachers. And he said, you know what? I just stopped listening to everybody. He just stopped listening. He said, I've been running the ball since I was 8 years old. You know, I was a great player at Michigan. I was the rookie of the year here in this league. You know, I'm just going to go on my instincts. And so far, the last couple of weeks, you know, he's the feature back. He's getting his pops right now, and he's making teams pay.
He's picked up 20 yards already on 4 carries as he looks for his 3rd straight 100-yard rushing performance. There's Cordell Stewart picking up the first down as he slides right across the 40-yard line. Place him on 2nd and long. Stewart back to pass. That one's caught. Just the 2nd completion the Bears have had so far today. That one's made by the tight end Desmond Clark.
Well, the 2-guy goal attempt, and if you miss it, you give the Bears good field positions. I think it's a good call.
Empty backfield as McAllister goes out. Needing the 31. This time they fired into Ernie Conwell. He's going to be close. Let's see where they spot this ball. Mike Brown with the tackle.
It looks like he's short.
See what we can do from here. Bears starting on the 32-yard line. Anthony Thomas. Gain of 4 yards on the play. Jay Bellamy with the tackle.
Take a look at the left.
Brooks working from the shotgun. Under pressure. McAllister out of the backfield. He'll go nowhere as Tillman, Jerry Azuma comes up to make the tackle.
I think he had a hard time blocking Alex Brown that time.
This has been a rough start.
Well, here's Wayne Gandy against Alex Brown. Alex Brown gets the corner on him. That's their best pass rusher, and that's a good call. But listen, Des White's going to take this thing all the way across the formation. This takes a long time to go in, and then come back out. Fred Thomas. They said they were going to go after Fred Thomas. Look, you got Big Gibson inside. What is that? It was like they're getting ready for a sumo match, and they're just kind of like checking each other out. I mean, nothing happened there.
First down, Anthony Thomas dancing inside. And Thomas will pick up about 4 yards on the play. Derek Rogers, the first Saint to get him as they finally get him down.
I gotta go back and see that, Kurt. I gotta see Aaron Gibson
and Big Grady Jackson.
Yeah, and Grady Jackson kind of stare each other down. I mean, this is 2 plays ago. And here it is. I mean, big guys looking at each other, kind of sizing each other, each other up, conserving energy, I guess.
Well, Aaron Gibson's listed at 375. Grady Jackson's listed at 330, but
well,
I think that 330's
Aaron Gibson has a scale in his house, Kirk, that goes up to 1,000 pounds. I was wondering how he got weighed. Well, now I know.
Here's Anthony Thomas following Gibson. Spins his way out, lost the football. And the Bears have recovered. Looks like Des White was the guy to fall on it. Half minutes to go in the first half. You want to keep all your timeouts in a close game. You don't want to waste it over a play like that. So it's a first down. Ball at the 32-yard line. Here's Thomas. Anthony Thomas threw a hole into the open field. Chased down from behind by Bucky Jones. We send it out to Los Angeles, and JB. I'm sure JB was crying because he's from Washington.
Whoa. We'll tie that one together. Brian Westbrook, 3 games in a row with a touchdown run.
Here's Anthony Thomas on first down. Cuts it back inside, brought down right at the 10-yard line by Grady Jackson.
I think what Anthony Thomas does best is he's a slasher. I mean, he sees the hole and he gets through it quick. When you start to spread him out and string him out to the sideline like that, I think he loses some of his quickness. You see him kind of, they string this out. This is what you just call a stretch play. I mean, he's just going to get a body on a body here. They pull the right guard, Valerio. You got Pritchett out front. Guy that likes to see the hole quick and get through it as quick, get into it as quickly as he can.
Bears with the ball on second down. Stewart. And he'll get out to the 23-yard line, about a yard and a half short of the first down. Kenny Smith makes the tackle. But they're going from the 7-yard line on 3rd and goal. Obviously, if they can use 2 plays, they will. Brooks. Terrell Smith, the fullback, and he won't get in. The fullback is stopped right at the 3-yard line. And remember, they're out of timeouts. Tron Lefevre, the rookie out of Florida, made the stop that ends the half, but we do have a penalty flag down as well. In the first half, 3 of 5 for 54 yards. He also had a snap go through his hands on a shotgun and fumbled on that last possession. Anthony Stewart will pick up 3 yards on the run. Willie Whitehead with the tackle.
Well, you know,
second down for the Saints. McAllister. Brian Urlacher with the stop after a pickup of about a yard.
Sit on the bench through that. And so the psyche here in New Orleans right now can't be strong.
Here's Anthony Thomas. Trying to bounce it outside. Penalty flag on the play. Another flag thrown back in the secondary as well. So we got 2 flags on this play. And a score and no flags. I'm a believer in Carolina, boy, I tell you. I thought they'd make the playoffs this year, and they're off to a great start. Here's Cordell Stewart. Handing it off to Anthony Thomas. Thomas with a nice run. Gets into Saint territory. Finally brought down at the 39-yard line by Fred Thomas with a pickup of 15.
Well, we said at the very beginning of the game that the A-Train was running well, and he's run well today. They get away from him a little bit too much, but right behind Steve Edwards here and Gandy, you see a nice job of mashing some guys right there at the point. Anthony Thomas, good job protecting that ball in traffic, got 2 hands on it. Sitting on the couch Friday night watching that comeback from his alma mater, the University of Michigan, 31 points in the 4th quarter to beat the Golden Gophers.
On first down, there's Thomas, his 15th carry of the game. He falls forward for about 3 yards. So right now, Anthony Thomas, 15 carries, 80 yards on the ground.
You know, last year these 2 teams played each other, and the Bears jumped out to a 20-0 lead.
Bears will begin at the 25-yard line. Cordell Stewart still in the quarterback. Here comes the blitz again. Stewart brings it down, runs it. And Stewart will pick up 7 yards on the play. Charles Grant in there on the tackle, along with Bucky Jones.
Yeah, you mentioned Charles Grant. You know, that was strategic. They brought him in from the Rams.
Here on third down, Bears need the 35. Stewart completes it. Des White looks like he got enough yardage. We'll see where they spot it. Fred Thomas forced him out of bounds.
On the field, so they're going to keep experimenting with that position.
Bears on first down. Stewart rifles that one in there, and Des White makes another nice catch right in front of Fred Thomas. Into Saints territory, a pickup of 18. This is the best looking drive the Bears have put together today. Ball at the 46 of New Orleans. Anthony Thomas dancing. And Thomas will pick up 6 yards on the run.
Passing game and what Cordell can do has to get better. He'll take enough pressure.
Yeah, 87 yards by Stewart through 3 quarters. He'll add to that total. Get right about that 90-yard mark as he gets close to that first down marker. Derek Rod
is preventing him from being one of those backs that rolls off your tongue when you talk about the great backs in this league.
Stewart on first down. Pressured again. Pulls it down and runs with it. And he got enough for a first down. A run of 11 yards by Cordell. Kenny Smith chased him out of bounds.
First read, second read, 1, 2, 3. He's going to take the ball down and run.
He's got 33 yards rushing, does Stewart. We said they won it 40-60. Fullback draw. Stanley Pritchett. Pritchett will run for about 7 yards on the play.
Now, he scored that winning touchdown last week, you know, to tie the score up at 21-21, and his first touchdown of the season. And
around him, do you?
No, he covers up 2 people.
9th play of the drive. Anthony Thomas. And Thomas will get down to the 15-yard line. Orlando Ruff with the stop. Only about a yard short of the first down.
So
crowd getting into it for the first time today. Anthony Thomas will pick up the first down for the Bears. And that's the Bears' 5th first down on this drive. They only had 6 the entire game before this possession. There's Paul Ettinger. Weird stance and all. And he gets it through. So this Saints defense still has given up just 1 touchdown in the last 7+ quarters, but a field goal allows the Bears to pull it to within a touchdown.
To play.
On first down from the 38. McAllister. Hit by Joe Odom, one of those rookies for the Bears defense, and dropped for a loss of a yard. And Odom, of course, starting because of the injury to Warwick Holman.
Few passes last week for Chicago.
Here's Brooks on second down. Little screen pass didn't work. Deuce McAllister was covered out there by Brian Urlacher.
Well, Urlacher, he smelt this out right away. I mean, he's going to go pretty much where Deuce McAllister goes initially to begin with. And they were trying to get the ball to McAllister. Here's Urlacher. I mean, he's just keying right on him. He beats McAllister to the play. That's where you drop back and McAllister goes, why did he run that play? He already knows it.
Urlacher trying to lead the charge today with those 2 rookie linebackers on either side of him. He's got 6 tackles. And as you said, sniffed that one out. Playing some sweet music right now.
That's pretty good. Horn section, sweet music, touchdown.
I tried. Ahmad Merritt with the return. Out to the 28-yard line. And that's vocal cords before you do it. Look at this, yards per play. They're doing much better when they run it on the ground, but down by 2 scores right now, they need to pass the ball. That one complete to David Terrell, but it'll only pick up 6 yards. Darren Smith with the tackle.
Well, regardless,
to get it to the 38 for the first. Saints showing the blitz. They don't come. Stewart completes it out to Des White. And White made a nice catch right in front of Ashley Ambrose. Gets it into New Orleans territory. Down to the 41-yard line, a pickup of 26.
Well, Des White's the feature receiver now with Marty Booker out. Now, he did this last week when Marty Booker got hurt. Just a great catch against Ashley Ambrose. Took the ball right out of the air. And that's what you got to do. I mean, that's what Cordell has to do. Even if the player...
In the World Series.
I think the Bears need a little of Sammy Sosa's pop.
That's kind of a duck, but it's completed. Ahmad Merritt makes his first catch of the season down to the 20-yard line and a pickup of 21. Making catches. Stewart on the option. Derek Rogers will bring him down after a pickup of 6 yards. For the quarterback, Cordell Stewart. Desmond Clark. First down, Bears inside the 10. Clark down at the 7-yard line. A gain of 17.
The Saints will spy. They'll have somebody in the middle here is going to have their eyeball right on Cordell Stewart.
4th and goal. Here's the blitz. Stewart for Des White.
Got it.
Made the catch. Touchdown, Chicago Bears. Right in front of Fred Thomas. White is a little bit slow, but the Bears get the score they need.
Cordell can still make some throws now. You'd like to probably have more time on the clock and a couple more timeouts here in this situation. A lot of contact there. That's the strength of Des White fighting off of Fred Thomas. Job of Can you hang on to this ball? You're going to have possession of the ball. It can't be moving, all those kind of things. They better hurry up and get this extra point off before New Orleans maybe try to challenge this.
Because there's 2 minutes, 10 seconds left. They would have to wait for the Saints to challenge it.
Do you think that's worth taking a look at?
I think it's worth taking a look. It's worth a challenge. And remember, the Saints have all 3 of their timeouts, so should they lose one right here, it wouldn't be that dangerous a situation with them owning the lead. Here's Paul Ettinger for the extra point. And so the challenge will not happen. And the Bears have gotten to within 7 points. 12-play drive, 72 yards. It took 5 minutes, 8 seconds. Probably longer than they wanted, but they got the result they needed.
And that ball's got to be, when that ball hits the ground, it can't be moving. That's the rule that they started enforcing and changed with Bert Emanuel a couple of years ago in a playoff game. It's too late now, so.
Yep.
It's a one-score game here. The Bears burned a bunch of timeouts.